Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the various states, territories, counties, departments, governorates, whatever they call the first level of subdivision of the countries on planet Earth. And I do so on GeoGuessr. The objective is to, well, first of all, see places I've never been and probably will never go, and also hopefully have some fun while doing so. And last, try to score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in whatever region I am playing. If I succeed in doing so, the area is done with and won't feature again in the series. And if I fail to do so, well, that region might feature again at a later date. So today we are moving into Europe, and we are doing a region that I failed to do 25k in my previous series. We're moving into Scotland, and we are doing the NHS Lanarkshire region. So why the National Health Service region and not like North Lanarkshire and South Lanarkshire? Well, the reason being that there's hardly any, well, it's very hard to draw the borders of the counties in the UK, and also there's a ton of them. So, and there are no script data to be used either. So basically, I just drew in. I figured that I'd draw in the NHS regions because they are fewer. That goes for Scotland. In Wales, I've used the old counties. In England, I've used the regions, not the counties. And it's like really complicated and not very user-friendly at all. So I'm sorry, Britain, you guys are not very good at this when it comes to providing data to be used on GeoGuessr. But hey, that's not why you have these things. They're not here to satisfy our needs as game players. So, but anyways, here's a map of Lanarkshire, both north and south, as you can see, to the southeast mainly of what's the name? Glasgow, come on. And of course, I forgot to look up the data of the NHS region, but well, it's I should have the data somewhere, but of course I failed to pick them up. So let's see. North Lanarkshire is 470 square kilometers, 344,500 people as of last year. South Lanarkshire is, well, 4 times larger at 1,772 square kilometers and has 334,000 people. Okay, right. Enough talk. Let's do this, hopefully. And, yeah, it's been 3 years almost to the day. It's like, what, 4 days off at the time I record this. So that's kind of fun. So let's see. And we're gonna make a challenge out of this and put the challenge link in a safe place. Like so. And we start the game. Excuse me. Oh, crikey. So, is this a railway station or something? Hamilton. That's the name of a town, isn't it? Or a city. At least it's a team that plays Hamilton. It's a team that plays in Scottish football. But whether this is in Hamilton, that's another question. So here's a Regent shopping centre. I think this is the first time in this series, well, except... Yeah, actually, when I think about this, yes, except when I was playing a region in the Fijis, that we'd actually been indoors. But this time it's not by design. Okay, so we're going... right, so this is somewhere between Glasgow and Hamilton. So if we're between Glasgow and well, we could be anywhere. So, but are we? I wish there was something that gave me a little more indication about where we are, but okay, let's head outside if we can. If we can. Okay, this could be another failed attempt at 25k in Lanarkshire. Bank of Scotland doesn't help me much. Well, farm foods, Poundland, yeah, pretty much all the stuff you expect to see. Marks and Spencers. So the A77. Okay, so that is over here. Does really South Lanarkshire reach that far? Well, I guess it must. But unless, of course, it could reach to the north, but well, it will wind up on the A77. Okay, let's have a little. We got the Bruce Hotel. Okay. And City Park at the Princess Mall. Hub. EK. What does EK stand for? So let's see. So here's the A77. We could, of course, the East Kilbride. That's what it stands for. So where is this shopping mall then? Bruce Hotel. Can we find that? Yeah, East Kilbride is fairly large. Not here. So this is called the Hub. The Hub EK. Shell's Kitchen. Not Hell's Kitchen, but this is not it either. So where is the Hub? Once upon a table. Right. Where is this place? Okay, can we get out? That is the next question. I want to get out. No. Oh, man. Okay, can we get... probably won't be able to get out the other way either. So let's see. But there it said Kilbride as well, so... On the side... Edinburgh House, Strathmore House. But where could the Hub be? The Wee Playhouse. Green Hill Shopping Centre. Waste not, want not. Come on. The puns are really, really left to run amok in East Kilbride. Holiday Inn. We want the Bruce Hotel. So where could this be? I mean, it looks like a fairly big place. And the hotel ought, at least the very least, ought to be visible somewhere. Right? This looks like it could be the hub. The hub, rather. Now let's see. Here we go. And I just found Pound World. Peacocks. Let's head back to where we were. Casino Gaming, Weatherspoon, Nationwide Bank, and we're facing the south. Let's see now. How about over here? There's the Weatherspoon thing in Georgetopia. Yeah, the VIP premium vaping. Yes. Let's see now. Yeah, the haystock. We are. Yeah, we are there. Now let's see if there's misalignment here. Oh, yes, there is. Woo. I was not in front of that corner, was I? I don't think so. But hey, it's a 5K. No. This is what you get when you cannot script the map. Oh, man. Yeah, it's 25K done already. Oh, man. How on earth am I going to do this one? So I got this windmill thing here going on. And that's not going to help me any. There's some buildings over there, which is not going to help me any. To the west, we got the wood. That might be visible, and that might be of some help. There's nothing to the north. There's nothing to the east. And there's absolutely zip to the south. So the only thing that I might find a use for is, or help it, is that copse of trees over there. If it is marked on the map. Okay, so we're looking northwest, so I guess we're on the M74 somewhere. Well, we could be anywhere. Like literally. Okay. That looks likely that we are looking towards the Andershaw wind farm, which is in the southwest-ish. So that would put us about here-ish. Redshaw. Okay, let's see if we can... Substation, Middlemere. Substation. I'm not even sure if that is the correct place. Where do we go? Well, let's head to the top of that hill for starters. Oh, great. And we also got slow footage. Thank you, Scotland. No. Okay, let's not moan about this. There's nothing I can do except just try to play it again, but wow, this is booked. You'd think this would be a little more agreeable. No, look at this. It's just horrendous load time, apparently. Okay, so we're still heading northwest. Yeah, that sort of still works with the wind farm. And yeah, okay, so we are on a straight bit of road. That also works. Would be nice if we could see that brook, but I doubt it. Let's see. Let's move forward a little more. If this is where we are, yeah, we'll start turning again, and we're going to have a couple of roads. Well, we have a road passing under or above. Let's see. Yes, please. Oh. Hmm. Another straight bit. I think I might have been down here. But where are those houses? If this is indeed where we are. Let's see now. And it says that we are, whoop-dee. Seriously? Got to love Google at times. Or rather, the footage at times, because now you see it, now you don't. Can Lodge. In 1.5 miles. Happened. How far south does this thing actually reach? I'm not entirely sure about that. I should have checked that out. So, I wonder. So, it's a bit of a puzzler, isn't it? I mean, well, we don't get down to Lockerbie, that's for sure. So, when we reach somewhere down here at the max. So let's say Can Lodge, Happenden Services. So let's start down here then. Can Lodge, Happenden Services. Nothing of the sort there. Thorny Hall. Kirkmuir Hill. This is odd. This is odd indeed. We ought to be down here somewhere. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. What was that? The A70. And junction 12. This is the junction 12. And you can take off to the A70. Okay, how do you do that? Oh, yeah, it's over there. Okay, so this is where we are. But apparently we were over here. Now, this little dimple here could be this stream. Not only could, but it's very likely. And let's see now. So, if I look perpendicular to the road, and this is just going to be sheer supposition, but then I should be about there, I think. That is one heck of a gamble. But I don't think I can do much better than that, can I? That's got to be where the brook goes. Or the burn, as I guess they would say in Scotland. So maybe if I'm within 150, 200 meters, I'll be very happy. But that could actually also be like 1.5 kilometers away. So yeah, we're gonna go with that, and we'll see. So close, so close. Oh man, there's 4 meters away. Ah, well that burns. Hi. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness me, what have I got myself into today? Oh, this is just going to be an absolute rout, isn't it? Okay, so let's head down into this valley. Hello, sheepies. Well, I got some lovely scenery, but we got more windmills up ahead. But, oh man, oh man, oh man. And oh, okay. I was starting to doubt whether this was a smart way to go, but it would appear that it was. Checkpoint here. What does that sign over there say? The Heron Farm Shop and Kitchen. Why does that sound familiar? Well, it's not somewhere I've been on my travels in Scotland, I can tell you that. But it still rings a bell of sorts. Calder Mill. Okay, I have no idea what Calder Mill is. Now we have this thing. Okay. And that. Trumpeter's Well. The Covenanters Trail. Okay, so the Covenanters, they were... can't quite recall whether they were Catholics or Protestants or what they were. But that has to do with both the fight between the Scottish and the English in the late 1600s, wasn't it? So yeah, the Covenanters were a party of a religious affiliation that could not... They were banned from having mass meetings or congregations. So they would meet out in the wilds. to have the sermons. It's been too long since I was reading about that, but it's another of those sagas that you find everywhere in the world of people being suppressed or oppressed rather for their religious views by those who think that they interpret a certain book better than others. So yeah, loads of sad tales in Scotland, not just because of the fight between the Stuarts and the Jacobites, or how that went. Strathaven. Now we are starting to talk about stuff that should be visible on the map, I think. So this is Clyde, and I got Strathclyde as well, so Strathaven. We're moving northeast. We're in South Lanarkshire, okay. Strathaven. Lark Hall, Morningside, Kirk of Shotts, Clarkston, Newtown, Mearns. What do the other signs here say? The Heron Farm Shop, yes, we know that. And Strath, I already forgot which Strath this was. Come on. You're not that old. Strathaven, okay. Now what does this sign here say? We're on the A71. Okay, and the A71 is down here. There's Strathaven. Let's call the mill. That's a Spirit of Scotland monument. Huh. Okay. The Heron Byre, so I guess the Heron Farm is somewhere over there. Now let's see. Probably over here somewhere. On the Ardochrig Road. That's my guess at least. Did we really go that far? I wonder if it came out there. We might have. Let's see, so we're looking northwest-ish, yes. Let's just head up this road a little bit. And it does a tiny wee turn. A tiny wee turn again, and another tiny wee turn. Lots of tiny wee turns here. So, not so sure after all. Okay, back to where we started. Let's see, so we go down this road, and then there's a marked bend towards the east, which does not really fit with this road unless that is the bend, but it doesn't go in the right direction. So I think we have to scrap that road. So where are we then? I don't think we're on the high bend. So we're going east, and then we're going southeast again. Well, it kind of works with this one, though. Except for the bends that are all wrong. So what are we... Let's head back to the checkpoint. That works with this one. Yeah. That definitely has more merit to it. Just gonna check that we have bend to the left here. We do. And also we have this road here. Right. Okay. So how do we get to where we were? So we're into this bend here. We go around. Come here, we go around this bend, which is a very long bend, which is this one, which ultimately will wind up here, taking us northwest. So now we're here. And then we come around this bend here. And now we're on the bit of road where we started. Now we're on this corner. And we're a little further up the road from that, it seems. Let's see now. So, or actually we're not. We're on this bit of road. And I wish that car wasn't there. Yes, there's this little shimmy here on the road. I might be standing right on top of it. But that looks straight as an arrow. But I think this is the little shimmy. Yeah, because it does have a slight to the left first. So I'm inclined to say that we are sort of midway between the two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe slightly closer to the other. So let's see. There, from there to there. So we're going to find the midway point between the two, which is roughly there. Gonna say that. Oh well. Okay. This is not going to plan, is it? Another bend. And I'm going to be... It's a beautiful area. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Let's have a little look at this area around this lake. Dude. Yeah, shame with the power wires, but on the phone wires or whatever they are. But still. Okay. A70 Glenbuck realignment. Or Glenbuck. The A70 is, well, that's over here. That's not part of Lanarkshire. So what's going on here then? Well, Glenbuck is here. Well, that... So is that the lake we were on? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Loch. Glenbuck Loch. If this is going to be right... it isn't. This is not the Loch. It's not the Loch. So what is it then? Hmm. That was a bit of surprise that it wasn't. So what else do we have here? Maybe we should have gone the other way. But yeah, this is... Well, it's fair and green, that's for sure. Could have done with a little more woods, but hey, no. But, well, what we could have done even more with is some information. But all we get is bends. Loads of them. And a road running parallel to this thing. But I don't think... Oh, okay, so this is the area, the A70. Okay, so... Can we... There's a road running parallel to it as well. So how does that work? The thing is, it doesn't really work. Let's see, so the A70 goes on. But it didn't really fit anything, and that is... It really puzzles me. If we're on the A70, the river is on the wrong side of the road. So I'm starting to strongly believe that we're not on the A70. But it would be nice with confirmation of anything, like a name. That one's just going to tell us about Ben's again, isn't it? Or? Yes. Yeah, again, it's a beautiful landscape, but it's much too short on information. We will find something eventually. Okay, so now we got a river on the correct side of the road. And here we got something. Please let this give me an inkling about where I am. At a wind farm. And Sunbelt something. Glespin. Ah, what do you know? But how does this square up? Bill Shankly Memorial, was he from this place? That's the legendary manager of Liverpool, the football club. So were we here after all? Well, it must have been. So Glespin is here. Sunbelt Rentals. Ta-da. So I guess we could have been here. That is an option. Because we got a river But we don't cross any river here. Swans? No, this has to be... But it sort of seems too small to be the loch. That says Douglas Water. Okay, so what's my direction now? It's almost straight south. Almost straight south. It doesn't really match any of these. But okay, let's head up the road again. So, if we're here, there should have been a minor road off to the side, and there isn't. There should have been minor roads. Now, let's see, they're coming up on a minor road now. 2 of them, in fact. And that one doesn't do the right thing. Nor does that. They actually go in the opposite direction of what they're supposed to. So if we head over here, there are no roads. How on earth is this even possible? I really don't get this. There's something really, really, really strange going on here. It doesn't fit with the loch. It fits with Glespin when we arrive there. What am I missing? This is the only place that has roads going off, but there's nothing right to this at all. Okay, so here's a road going off to the side. That's a dead end. Could be this one. Except that there isn't any other road here. And now we're going into Ayrshire, which does... Ayrshire is over here. What does it say here? Glenbuck Heritage Village. Yeah, so where is the loch? What on earth is going on? And here it says something about Glenbuck Loch. But where is the loch? Here it is, you so-and-so. So... might we have been... So if this is the loch... Let's see that, so we're going... So now we're going southeast, so we're coming around this bend. Right. And we're continuing past this bend. There's that dead end thingy, which I believe must be this one. And we are straightening out until we're almost due east, which means we're on this stretch of road. And then we're coming up on this bend. And here's the weird, funky thing. That must be this. Okay, so we are almost at the end of this bend. Pretty much at the head of this bay. Gonna say we're there. Good. That took way too long. Okay, finally we got the location we can actually find. I think. Broomlands. North Lanarkshire. Okay. So we are further north. And that means we're up here. Ish. School bus. I don't think I'm gonna find a school here. So we've got Broomlands Road. Broomlands Family Learning Center. Duh. And that's the school, you ninny. Walbray Road. Broomlands Road. Sandy Nose. St. Joseph's. St. Margaret. Okay, for now we don't know where we are. Bombay Dreams. Indian curry to dream about. Yep. Looks like we got some major road up ahead. Towards the southwest. Okay, looky here. Erdry, Blelin. That's Erdry. Towards the south, it would appear. There's a road to the A73. So, is the A73, does that go all the way through? It would appear so. We got the 8039 to Blelin and Lindsay Mill. Let's assume that we're up here somewhere. The 8039. Mullinsburn, Greenfolds, Cumbernauld, Eastfield, Rigand, Bledlin. Wait a minute, Greenfolds to the southwest. Okay. So are we on the 8011? Maybe? Bledlin and Lindsay Mill. Lindsay Mill is there. Jamesbury, Blackthorn, Kildrum. Lindsay Mill. Where's Bledlin? We're definitely somewhere in this area. That's the brook thingy. Was it Brookland? I think. It was somewhere in this area. Leyland and Lindsay Mill. What does it say in the opposite direction here? Well, it's just the same. That shouldn't really come as a surprise, should it? In the opposite direction. Town center or which town? I would guess Cumbernauld. That's a BO39, which we cannot really A car brain. That could be the B30, B8039. So the M80, this leads on to the M80. Still haven't got a very good idea about this, though. So it was somewhere. It says town center. That must be Cumbernauld. But I want the name of this street so bad now. I really need the name of this one. The fire department. Please give me the name of this street. They were at Halidon Avenue. And I don't think this is where we are. I'm gonna give it a go anyway. But no, this is not it. This is not it. There is something here I don't really get. Well, that's becoming more and more obvious. But yeah, I really need the name of this road. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. The tie station. So now this road is turning. I still have no idea what name it has. So I need to find the start of it, I think. We come to Fairford Drive. And we're now turning quite a lot. Fairford. Oh, we're not here. Not on Loxley. Not on Lindsay Mill. Oh. How can this be so hard? And now we go northeastwards. Waverley Crescent. Starting to think that there are roads here playing games with me. This would be the perfect road for this. So, what road in this area does the same? The North Carbrain is not doing it. Well, it is, but not in that fashion. So, I don't think we're on the north side of this road. No, that would just be weird, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, the weirdest thing is I have no idea what this street is called. Marmion. Nope, this is the road we've been on. Here's the Seafar roundabout. Which is the Seafar roundabout? Is it this one? No. It wouldn't be. But we got 8011 at long last involved. Here's the Seafar Road. We did not come up the car brain, we did not. So we're coming up on the Seafar roundabout, which must be this one. This is just seriously weird. So Seafar town center? No, that can't be right. No, it must be on the Green Falls. Yeah, we also have some marmot. Why? Okay, now I'm sort of mad. There's the Brimlands. That's the Brimlands Family Learning Center. That was just very, very, very annoying. Like, seriously so. Now watch your step. We're up here. Even though it says 1 on that one. Yeah, that's got to be where we are. Oh well, that was a disappointment, to be very frank. Those 2 rounds there, well, of course, those were, that one I couldn't do much about. That one was hard. So yeah, it still is a disappointment. We got to see a lot of nice scenery, and I just faffed about way too much in that one. That was just ridiculous how much time I spent on that. So yeah, I'm slightly annoyed actually at the end of this game. And well, I hope that you're not. I hope that you will still be following me here on A Tiny Dot in Space. I'm very glad if you do. And I hope you will stick with me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.